If there's a well that you drank from, don't throw a stone into it. This aphorism is found in the Talmud Tractate Baba Kama, page 92b. It teaches us a profound lesson about gratitude and respect for those who have provided us with sustenance and support. The Talmud asks for a biblical source of this teaching, and the answer is found in this week's Parshat Ki Tzeitzei. In this week's Parsha, in addition to the prohibition of a Jew marrying a non-Jew, we also learn this week that the Torah places restrictions on marrying certain converts to Judaism. For example, a Jewish woman cannot marry a convert from the nations of Ammon or Moab. However, the Torah also states, "You shall not despise an Egyptian, for you are a sojourner in his land. Children who are born to them, in the third generation they may enter the assembly of the Lord." This mitzvah, this commandment, raises a significant question. Why should we not despise the Egyptians, given their brutal oppression of the Israelites, including the casting of our newborn infants into the Nile River? The answer lies in the recognition of the good that they did for us during a time of dire need. Yaakov and his family lived their best years in Egypt, and the early days of the Israelites in Egypt were marked by kindness and hospitality. Pharaoh's motivations may have been self-serving, as Yosef, who became his viceroy, was initially a slave. However, the kindness shown to Joseph and his family cannot be overlooked. Despite the subsequent cruelty, the Torah teaches us to remember the initial kindness and to show gratitude. This is why the prohibition against despising Egyptians lasts only for 3 generations. It's a reminder that even those who have wronged us may have also done good at some point, and we must acknowledge that good. In today's canceled generation, we often rush to dismiss people based on a single misstep, ignoring a lifetime of good deeds. This tendency to focus on flaws rather than efforts to overcome them is misguided. Everyone has character flaws, and we should judge people by their efforts to combat these flaws, not by their occasional failures. Reflecting on this week's Torah portion, we can learn to find good in others, even those who have wronged us. If we can recognize the good in the Egyptians who inflicted great suffering on our ancestors, surely we can find some good in everyone. As we find ourselves in the month of Elul, preparing for the new Jewish year, we turn to Almighty God on Rosh Hashanah, and we're going to ask for His blessing for a good, sweet, healthy, productive, and successful year. We acknowledge that we are not perfect, but our request to God is not to define us by our mistakes. We ask for forgiveness. We pledge to rectify our wrongdoings. In the same way, if we want our petitions to yield a blessed year, we must live by these principles that we seek from God. This means not judging others harshly for their missteps. Instead, we should strive to see the holy neshama that resides within each and every one of us. Just as we hope God will see the good in us despite our flaws, we must also endeavor to see the good in others, recognizing their efforts and not just their errors. By embodying this mindset, we not only align ourselves with the teachings of the Torah this week, but we also create a more compassionate and understanding community. So let us carry this lesson into the new year, fostering a spirit of gratitude, forgiveness, and mutual respect. I wish you a good Shabbos.